Take a look at your arm. See those tiny, nearly invisible hairs? They are the ghosts of an ancient wardrobe. Out of over 5,000 mammal species, humans are the only ones who are essentially naked. But if losing our fur was a survival move, it raises a massive question. Why on earth did evolution decide to leave a thick, bushy patch of hair right on the male face? To understand the beard, we first have to understand why we lost the rest of the suit. 2 million years ago, our ancestors, like Homo erectus, moved out of the shady forests and into the open savanna. This was the era of the persistence hunt. We weren't the fastest, but we were the most enduring. But running under a noon sun in a fur coat is a recipe for a heat stroke. Most mammals cool down by panting, but we developed a secret weapon, eccrine sweat glands. Humans have between 2 and 5 million of these glands. To make them work, the fur had to go. Bare skin allowed sweat to evaporate directly into the air, acting like a natural radiator for our brains. This cooling system allowed us to hunt during the hottest part of the day, when predators like lions were forced to nap. But there's another theory, the parasite hypothesis. Thick fur is basically a luxury hotel for lice, ticks, and fleas that carry deadly diseases. By ditching the fur, our ancestors became less attractive to these biting pests. And here's where the mystery deepens. If bare skin is better for cooling and hygiene, then why is the beard an evolutionary exception? Beards aren't just patches of hair. They are sexually dimorphic. Men have them, women don't. In the world of biology, when one sex has a flashy trait the other doesn't, it usually means sexual selection. Think of the lion's mane or the peacock's tail. These features don't help them find food. In fact, they often make things harder. They're expensive to grow and maintain. For a long time, we thought beards were just there to attract mates, but the data says something different. Studies show that while some women find beards attractive, many don't. The results are inconsistent. However, there is one thing beards are incredibly consistent at: signaling dominance. When men look at a bearded face, they almost universally rate that person as older, stronger, and more aggressive. Evolutionarily, the beard might be a badge of status. It makes the jaw look larger and more intimidating. It's a signal to other males. Don't mess with me. But there's an even more radical theory that surfaced recently from the University of Utah. They suggested beards evolved to protect the face from a punch. Wait, really? A facial airbag? Researchers actually tested this with fiber epoxy composites. They found that thick hair can absorb up to 37% of the energy from a strike. It doesn't stop the pain, but it might prevent a broken jaw or a fatal blow. Think about it. In a world before law and order, physical conflict was a major selective pressure. But wait, why didn't we keep hair on our heads for the same reason? Oh wait, we did. Head hair is a solar shield. It protects the most sensitive organ, the brain, from UV radiation. Curly hair is especially good at this. It creates a pocket of air that insulates the skull. So we kept the head hair for sun protection and the facial hair for social competition. But what about the rest of the body? What about chest hair or leg hair?
These are likely vestigial, or remnants of our transition that haven't fully disappeared.
Or they might serve as sensory boosters. Body hair is incredibly sensitive to touch. It helps us detect parasites, like a mosquito, before they actually bite. So evolution didn't just delete our fur, it edited it. It optimized it for a specific lifestyle. We became the naked ape to become the endurance hunter. And we kept the beard to navigate the complex social world of dominance and survival. It's a fascinating trade-off. We gave up the comfort of a warm coat for the ability to outrun a gazelle. But the beard remains a puzzling bridge between our wild past and our social present. Some scientists even argue that beards evolved to accentuate facial expressions. A beard can make a frown look more menacing or a grin more robust. This communication is vital for a species as social as we are. Think about the sheer variety of human hair, different textures, colors, and growth patterns. This diversity is a result of humans moving into vastly different climates over thousands of years. In colder climates, some facial hair might have provided a tiny bit of warmth, but mostly it stayed as a signal. Even today, we use our facial hair to tell the world who we are.
It's one of the few ways men can naturally alter their facial structure.
But let's look at the chemistry. What actually triggers this growth? Dihydrotestosterone, or DHT, is the hormone responsible for waking up those facial follicles. Ironically, the same hormone that grows a beard can often lead to hair loss on the scalp. It's as if the body is prioritizing the signal of maturity over the shield of head hair. So, are beards still useful in the modern world where we don't punch each other for resources? In a way, yes. Studies in the workplace show that men with beards are often perceived as having more expertise. It's an ancient instinct that still colors our modern judgments. We see a beard and we think, this person has survived long enough to grow this. It is a record of time and biology written right on the skin. But why did women not develop this protective or signaling hair? The most likely answer is that the selective pressures were different. Women's faces remained hairless to potentially facilitate better communication with infants. Facial clarity is crucial for bonding and reading emotional cues. It also might be a form of neoteny, where juvenile traits are retained into adulthood to signal health. Evolution is never about just one thing. It's a symphony of conflicting needs. We needed to be cool to run, so we lost the fur. We needed to be smart, so we kept the head hair to shield our brains. And men needed to signal strength and protect their jaws, so the beard stayed. It's a 2-million-year-old story told to the follicles of our skin. When you look at a chimp, you see our past. When you look in the mirror, you see the result of a radical experiment. An experiment in thermoregulation, social signaling, and endurance. If we hadn't lost our fur, we might never have developed the complex cultures we have today. Because losing fur allowed us to travel further, explore more, and hunt better. It forced us to invent clothing when we moved into colder regions. And clothing led to the concept of fashion, status, and identity. It all started with the decision to get naked. But the beard is the one piece of that wild past we refuse to let go of. It's our biological tie to the predators we used to be. Even in a world of high-tech fabrics and air conditioning, the beard remains. It's a reminder that we are still animals, governed by the rules of biology. Every time a man decides to shave or grow his beard, he's interacting with a 2-million-year-old dial, adjusting his level of perceived aggression, maturity, and dominance. We are the only creatures on Earth that can choose how much of our wildness to show. And that is perhaps the most human thing of all. So next time you see a beard, don't just see hair. See a survival strategy. See a shield. See a signal. See the history of our species written in keratin. We lost the fur to gain the world. But we kept the beard to hold our place within it. It's a beautiful, messy, hairy logic. And it's exactly why we look the way we do. The story of our hair is the story of our survival. From the heat of the Savanna to the boardrooms of the modern city, we have carried our evolution with us every step of the way. Whether you love them or hate them, beards are here to stay. Because they aren't just fashion, they are biology. And biology doesn't care about your style trends. It only cares about what works. And for millions of years, the beard has worked. It has worked to protect, to signal, and to define.
It is the last remnant of our wild coat.
A legacy of the open plains and the heat of the hunt. We are the naked ape with a secret kept in the follicles of the chin. And that secret is that we are never truly done evolving. We are a work in progress, a species that traded its fur for speed and its claws for tools.
but kept its beard to remember where it came from.
So keep growing, keep shaving, and keep wondering. Because every hair on your head and your face has a story to tell. A story that spans millions of years and thousands of generations.
A story of why we are the way we are.
The story of the naked ape and his resilient beard.
Think about the sheer energy it takes to grow that hair.
Our bodies don't waste energy for no reason.
Every millimeter of growth is an investment by your biology.
An investment in your social standing and your physical safety.
It's a high-stakes game that's been playing out since the Pliocene.
And you are the latest player in that game.
Your beard, or your choice not to have one, is your move. It's how you navigate the complex social landscape of the 21st century.
Just like your ancestors navigated the Savanna.
The environment has changed, but the biology hasn't.
We are ancient hardware running modern software.
And the beard is one of our most iconic pieces of hardware.
So embrace the mystery of your own skin.
Because evolution isn't just something that happened in the past.
It's something that's happening right now, right on your face. Thanks for watching. If you found this as fascinating as we did, hit that like button and stay curious.